In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is about to make a big move. There's a big opportunity coming on tomorrow, and y'all should be ready for it. We're also going to look at the overall market to get you guys prepared as always. Y'all, right off the bat, we got the NASDAQ futures. And so far, we're looking kind of bullish. Yesterday, I told you guys that the trend was bullish and that I still believed that we were going to get to 22,000. All right, today the market kind of threw us in another curveball. But what you see on the chart, there's another green circle. I was showing people in the Discord that buyers, another set of buyers stepped in again at 10 o'clock. Just like they kind of stepped in here on Wednesday at 1, like during the FOMC times, they stepped in again at 10 o'clock. And they held that level of 21,400 today. And therefore, we should be bullish for tomorrow. All right. I do have calls going into tomorrow. All right. So that's my thoughts on NQ. Also, Apple had earnings, which we're going to cover soon. I think they did. Their reaction was positive. It's up a little bit, which is decent. It's decent. It's decent. All right. Now, let's discuss. Let's see here. What do we have? And the VIX doesn't look too special. Yeah, let's see the SPY. The SPY is up by a little bit. Oh, there's something special on here. Yeah, so with the SPY, there's kind of a bullish pennant that's literally breaking out right now from that Apple earnings win. And it's moving upwards. Where is it going to go? Well, this should be simple. I think we're going back up to 61.60 once again. I'll watch the SPY for a move up here in the morning. All right, I'll move up to that green circle right there. And a break of the previous all-time highs. We're going for the all-time highs, people. We're going for the all-time highs. Now, the stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today's video. I'm gonna make this real simple and real easy for y'all. That stock is SOXL. And I want to share SOXL with y'all for one very simple reason. If you look on the 15-minute and you zoom in right here, yesterday I showed y'all a structure that was developing but not quite ready to run. All right, today I have another structure. So yesterday's structure was this, which is not so perfect. And I say that because of this imperfection right there on the chart. And the way it opened today, like we gapped up and then we chopped at the gates and we chopped some more all the way until like 11. And then it finally pushed into a power hour and closed above the horizontal line. This, again, there's an imperfection right there. Not the best way that I want to look at it. But for this new structure that I realized today, it's located near the same spot without the imperfection. But the structure is slightly smaller and it starts from way up here. All right, it starts from up there. And then we have the break right here. And the hold and the close above 27. All right. And my thoughts on it is still the same. I still think we're going up to 30. I said 30 yesterday. Today it didn't quite get to 30. The big volume that I wanted to see in the morning, we got that 5 million in volume shares traded, but the candle itself wasn't a full bar. Like it wasn't like this, and it didn't close above that line. All right, it was just a doji, unfortunately. So dojis can't really buy them because you don't really have a good idea of if it's gonna go. Right, full bars are what I was looking for yesterday going into today. But right now, again, things are looking good. It closed strong. Intel had earnings. Let's look at that right now. Intel had earnings and it didn't collapse like it usually does, which is a good sign because Intel has a bad reputation for immediately tanking after every single earnings. Like, as you can see, downtrend. downtrend, right? It's quite obvious. It's what Intel does. That's the reputation that it has. But today we're up 25 cents, which is good. Which is good. It's a sign that it's trying to be alive. The other semiconductors like it. So watch SOXL for a big push. There's also a gap on the left, right? The gap goes all the way up to 32.62. It would be nice if all of it could get filled tomorrow, because I did warn you guys yesterday about SOXL anyways. So y'all should have been prepared for the move that's about to happen tomorrow. Should be prepared already. You should be. Okay? That's my thoughts on it. Now let's discuss here. Yeah, we got time. Another stock, the stock that reported earnings today that did well and that kind of saved the market. Again, I was hoping it would save the market. Apple. And Apple, again, from the rebound of 222 and the bounce into earnings at 237, it's looking good. I warned you guys about, like, this is a little bit worrisome, the gap at the bottom here. And I wasn't saying it was going to drop to 180. I told you guys. I wasn't saying that it was going to drop. I said there's a small chance that if earnings go sideways, all right, and if it gets down there, like, some hearts might be broken, but just know that it's a possibility. But luckily for everybody, luckily for all of the bulls, it looks like we survived, and this thing is going definitely to 250 for sure. Like, it's gonna go to 250 tomorrow, maybe even 252.5. Let's see the 1 hour. Yeah, 252.5. This level up here, right there, that's what I think we will start testing within the next few days, either on Friday or on Monday. All right. Now let's discuss Tesla, shall we? Now this is an update on Tesla. Tesla didn't really touch my alert that I said yesterday. Y'all remember I told y'all I had an alert at 413. Today we never touched it. Today it kind of like, it gapped up at 407, immediately dumped out the gates. 10 o'clock we rebounded, and then we closed at 400. All right, I wouldn't touch it until it gets up to 413. And today there wasn't even an intraday structure that I wanted to trade anyways, and it was choppy, which is fine. The contracts are getting cheaper. Chop, it destroys both sides, long and short, and that's fine. So you have to, like, pick your opportunity. You have to wait for what you want. You have to wait for what you like. And you gotta wait for the markets to make things more obvious for you. Do not rush into things. Be very patient. Eventually it's going to rebound. I am bullish on it. It's just a matter of when. When is it good for me to buy them calls? All right. Tomorrow it could gap up even, and tomorrow we could see that thing ring. So definitely keep your eyes on Tesla for a move up and for the break of that 413. As soon as we break 413, 420 is next. Okay. Now, the last stock to discuss in today's video, last stock is none other than Adobe. I want to share Adobe with y'all because it's looking quite good. It's looking good. Like, it had me scared in after hours just a little bit. And then Apple came through with that earnings positive reaction, and the futures for the Nasdaq is up. And typically when the futures are up, when the Nasdaq futures is up, Adobe also makes a gap up, which is nice. The structure on here is right there, and I was literally waiting for days for the first day that it would close above the line. All right, and today was the first day that it closed above the line, and the line lies right at 446. All right, so it looks kind of sloppy, but in the middle of the day it was clean, and it held and it closed above the line. Watch this one for a long 470. All right, so that's my thoughts on Adobe. And that, oh, one more thing. I told y'all yesterday, that hood, an update on hood. Yeah, so this is hood, and we did have calls on hood. I had calls on hood yesterday. Let me show you guys. So yesterday, again, 246. Y'all know my style. I see a structure. I gave a warning to watch this one for the break of 50, and the confirmation will be the close of the day above the line, right? So we bought calls on there with a price target of 54, and then today we just held and held. By 9 o'clock, it got to 53. I sold half, and then I ended up selling like 10 minutes later, or no, I ended up selling everything out of hood 10 minutes later. Is it going to make it to 54? I think so. I don't feel like I missed out though. I don't. Like, I sold $1 early, which is okay. Like, my main job is to make most of the move, to make money most of the move, like between here and 54, right? So catching it from here and here at the close all the way up to 53, that's good. That's solid, right? I mean, some people held and are still holding hood calls, which is fantastic. They're in the Discord. They're still holding calls in hood, and they think it might even go to 55. I think it might hit 55 tomorrow, and they're probably gonna get paid more than I did on this trade. All right, but as long as you have calls on tech, tomorrow you should be fine. If you have calls on QQQ, even, you're gonna do pretty well. You're gonna do pretty well. So that's my thoughts on everything, and that's the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time. It is 8 p.m. right now, and yeah, I know I'm recording late. Yeah, I kind of passed out, and I literally like just woke up. So yeah, don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. To be part of a private Discord community, we can get all of this information in real time as I see them. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul and Booba and Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks for the Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.